point where some of you are already back to school and some of you are about to go back, and a lot of you might be thinking, okay, what am I supposed to be doing with these kids when they walk into the door, right? So that's what we're going to be talking about. All right, so if you don't know me, I'm Monica Lopez. I've been in education for about 20 years, and I taught everything from elementary bilingual education all the way up through secondary ESL. And one of the reasons that I created One Bilingual Teacher is because I know what it's like to walk into your classroom and have all of these students at completely different levels and nothing to work with, right? You've got a newcomer sitting next to somebody who's been in the United States for 6 years, and you've got a student who needs basic survival English, and the other one needs help getting from intermediate to advanced or just to exit the ESL program, right? And somehow you're supposed to teach all of them at the same time. And a lot of us are also doing that without an actual ESL curriculum. And we might have an ELA curriculum that the English teacher is sharing with us, but that doesn't necessarily teach our students the language that they need. So we're not really meeting their needs, right? So that's really what my work has become about. It's helping secondary ESL teachers figure out what to actually do with all of those different students on all of these different levels, okay? I know some of you are brand new ESL teachers, and some of you might be experienced teachers, but also new to ESL at the secondary level. I've been there. Some of you have been doing this for many years, but you're thinking, I need a better system this year because I can't keep reinventing my class every single day. You need to know how you want to run your classroom so that you can teach your students how to be in it, all right? So what are the students doing when they walk in? What happens after that? What does the independent work look like for them? What are your students doing while you're sitting at the teacher table? How do they know where to go? What do they do when they finish? You need to know those answers first because it's really hard to teach a routine after the fact, right? So let's start with the big picture. If I were setting up my ESL classroom tomorrow, this is a basic structure that I would use. Bell ringer, mini lesson, stations, small groups, exit ticket. That's it. Obviously, your class might look different depending on whether you have a 45-minute block or a 90-minute block, block schedule, daily schedule, but the basic structure is the same. Now let's look at what each part looks like. The biggest thing I want from a bell ringer is for the students to know when they walk into the door, they know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. I don't want them wandering around. I don't want them asking me, what are we doing today?